Yeah, so we're live. Okay. So, hi and hello, everybody. Welcome again to the podcast named Cricket from the Stands. I'm Rujula Bhanarkar. I'm a cricketer, as you can see, and I'm joined by my two amazing co hosts, Pawan Verma and Kanan Nair. So, welcome, Kanan. Welcome, Pawan. Once again, we are here to discuss cricket that happens all around the week. And we know that IPL is going on currently, and May तक IPL चलने वाला है. सो वी नो कि किस बात पर हम लोग फोकस रहने वाले हैं इस पॉडकास्ट में. So we have some hot topics today as well to discuss that have happened all week round, and we are going to discuss about them. And I'm going to ask Kanan and Pavan their views about whatever has happened throughout the week. So without further delay, we can just get to the topics. Do you agree, Pavan, Kanan? Are you okay? Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Let's
Yeah.
play.
Okay. Let's play. Yes, so the first topic of tonight is, as all of us know, something really different happened that day between Gambhir and Kohli, which is actually trending right now. गंभीर एंड कोहली में बहुत बड़ा सा कुछ तो एक आर्ग्यूमेंट हो गया था, बहुत ट्रेंड कर रहा है, हर जगह न्यूज चैनल्स में चल रहा है और सब लोग बोल रहे हैं कि मतलब ऑफुल यूज ऑफ वर्ड्स था, किस प्रकार से बात कर रहे थे वो बिल्कुल सही नहीं लग रहा था. तो ये राइवलरी हम लोग ने पहले भी देखी है, अगर आपको पता होगा. गंभीर एंड कोहली saga has been actually a saga because it has happened before as well. So it has been continuing since years in IPL, and this was the very first time in a lot, like in a long time, that we saw both of them fight on field. So let's discuss about it. Kohli and Gambhir said something to each other regarding some other player. So first of all, I would like to say that Naveen Ulhaq के साथ कोहली का झगड़ा हो रहा था, because Naveen Ulhaq and Kohli were arguing at first. बट लेटर को उनको रोकने के लिए, मतलब एलएसजी के टीम के जो कोच है गौतम गंभीर, वो आ गया है. वो ये बोलने आए कि व्हाई आर यू सेइंग समथिंग टू माय प्लेयर. सो he was just of the opinion that I am just defending my player, and Kohli was of the opinion कि आप बीच में क्यों आ रहे हो. So I would like to hear your views upon this matter here. And what do you think? Are both of them wrong, or are both of them right, or one of them is right and the other is wrong? What is it?
Uh, Rujula, yeah, welcome to everyone. Cricket
Yes.
from the Stands के इस podcast में. And जैसा आपने rightly कहा कि ये जो है ये नई बात नहीं है. This has been there for quite some time. It started back from 2013, I would say, when
Yes.
गौतम गंभीर कोलकाता नाइट राइडर्स के कैप्टन रहे थे और विराट कोहली आरसीबी के कैप्टन. सो ये राइवलरी नहीं कहेंगे, आई गेस दिल्ली के दो धुरंधर जो हैं उनके बीच का झगड़ा है. और दिल्ली के लोग जो है उसी तरीके से वापस से लखनऊ में जब मिले, तो ये पिछले मैच में भी ऐसा हुआ था, इफ यू सी, जहां पे लखनऊ सुपर जायंट्स और बेंगलुरु का मैच जब चेन्नई में हुआ. हाँ, तो I guess there were some sort of gestures was passed by the Gautam Gambhir, you would say like this, कि yeah, we have shut the crowd of Chinnaswamy, right? They won the match there. When Virat Kohli went back to the Ekana Stadium, then again he did the same gesture. So it was just a friendly kind of matter. You would see in cricket, sledging is not a big deal, I would say, but एक मतलब कि राई का पहाड़ बनाना is not a great for the icons like Gautam Gambhir and Virat Kohli. We know Virat Kohli had been in many such sledgings he is involved, and kind of aggression he put into the field, kind of and he stands out, and everyone knows the kind of aggression he brings to the field, right? And being a captain, I guess such things are very easy, but off the field, if something like this happening and coaches are getting involved, is something I'm not a great favor of. On the field, things might heat up at times because we all play competitive cricket, and every match is very important in IPL. Even if in today's match, if you would see CSK and Mumbai Indians का जो मैच हुआ, अगर मुंबई इंडियंस जीतती है वो मैच तो टॉप पे चली जाएगी. अनफॉर्चुनेटली CSK वन, जो कि 5 नंबर पे थे, 2 नंबर पे चले गए. तो वही डिफरेंस है बस. तो उस डिफरेंस के बीच जब फाइट होती है तो आई बिलीव इस तरह की चीजें होती है, बट आई वुड नॉट एनकरेज एनी सच थिंग्स इन द फ्यूचर. आई वुड आस्क दिस आइकन्स टू मेक पार्ट वेज फ्रॉम दिस एंड लेट, मतलब cricketers be in their own zone. A bit of fights here and there are good, but involving so many players, Kyle Myers, Naveen Ulhaq, who is just making his cricketing career and just came to the India, right? अफगानिस्तान के बॉलर हैं, उनको इन सब हीट अप मोमेंट में इन्वॉल्व होके मतलब एक ग्रेट इंडिविजुअल लाइक विराट कोहली से फाइट करना doesn't make much sense in my opinion. I would
I
still like to
guess
hear Kanan's
I
opinion.
guess he is just. I guess here Virat Kohli should have come to the rescue, because since he is the experienced player, he should have not gotten involved with somebody like Naveen Ulhaq, who's just starting his career, as you say. But we
I
can,
have a different point of view here.
yeah, sure.
Completely agree. चलो ठीक है, कोहली है, he's aggression, is synonym for aggression at the end of the day. But there is an history. There has been an history from Naveen Ulhaq as well on doing such things. He did the same against Lanka Premier League against Shahid Afridi. He did the same in this thing अपना Australian Big Bash League as well. So he knows to get. He has been found of getting into controversial statements with big players. मतलब पहले उसने लंकन प्रीमियर लीग में भी शाहिद अफरीदी को टारगेट करा था. Who is a big name, of course.
Yeah.
So this is not just like I understand at the end of the day everyone would start blaming Kohli because Kohli is the scapegoat whenever these issues happen. ठीक है, उसने गेस्चर रॉन्ग किया, उसने वो शूज का कुछ मड उठा के इशारा किया that you are not even my dust of my shoes, or probably he made some statement regarding the dew on the field. We don't know that, and people are just making I would say पूरा recipe, पूरा food out of just garam masala and pani. I feel that is what they that is what they are doing at the end of the day, and that is what the Indian media wants as well. उसके बिना तो क्लिकबेट पूरा इनका वेस्ट चले जाएगा. यूट्यूब पे तो बहुत सारे क्लिकबेट के क्लिप नेल्स आ गए जहाँ पे कोहली hitting Gambhir is hitting Kohli and whatnot. But the only thing that I felt wrong here was Gambhir getting into it. Gambhir, even when they were shaking hands while they were after they were done with the match, the way Gambhir exchanged the shake hands, उसने हाथ झटक दिया literally, which is not a good sign of a player, right? You win some, you lose some.
We don't expect such thing from coaches at least.
Definitely.
Players we can expect. Coaches, somebody should not get involved.
And what is the message that he is passing on to the youngsters in the team? That is it okay to do such things on the field? Absolutely not. Right?
Yes.
So that is what makes a difference between a good player and a good legend. And
in defense, what he was saying, that if you touch my players, then you touch my family. Because he considers his players like family.
That's fine. At the end of the day, Virat Kohli was a part of his international team family, and he ended up abusing him. He ended up doing whatnot, and from what we got from afar is Kohli was just trying to explain him the situation. अगर आप वो वीडियो भी देखोगे, I saw it multiple times on loop, just like any other Indian household. वो बहुत बार उसको समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा था, but I feel Gambhir was not in a mood at all to understand कि क्या करना है. He was just wanted to fight, और वो उसका frustration निकालना चाहता था कहीं ना कहीं, just because Kohli did that gesture, which of course, as Kohli said after the post-match interview in the dugout, if you cannot take it, you should not give it. So that's how it should be at the end of the day.
Yeah, so the point was just that we do not expect something like this from experienced players like Gautam, Gambhir and Virat Kohli. And definitely they've been teammates for a long time. They've played for India together. They've won matches for India together. So there is no doubt that
they have played
for Delhi together as well.
They have won India World Cup, and definitely World Cup winning players in itself should be rated very highly. And ऐसा कुछ करने से पहले कम से कम 2 बार तो सोचना चाहिए कि what impressions are they leaving on not just the team, youngsters within the team, but team के बाहर भी जो लोग होते हैं. कोई छोटा बच्चा देख रहा है, कल कोई वो भी जाके ग्राउंड में यही करेगा, and they would feel it is cool to do that while it is not.
You know, the actual point of all this is that हमको aggression समझ में आता है. We can understand that they get aggressive and they can lose their temper during matches because they are high pressure matches. But
Correct.
The main point is to control your aggression as experienced players, because you've been in the field for so many years. So so people expect from you that you are the senior and we expect you to behave well. So that was the whole point of it. And of course हमने देखा कि कुछ ज्यादा गलत शब्दों का इस्तेमाल नहीं हुआ था दोनों के बीच में. दोनों भी एक दूसरे को I mean at least Virat Kohli was regarding him as आप because he's a senior to
Correct.
him. Of course he was talking with respect कि आप क्यों बीच में आ रहे हैं, आपको बोलने की क्या जरूरत है. So I think that he was not wrong there. Of course both of them are aggressive. They are known for this. But yeah, clickbait is what
But
the
at
Indian
the
media
end
is
of the
searching
day,
for.
it's a Virat Kohli who's suffering the most. उसको 100% मैच फीस लगा है फाइन में, और
एक्चुअली
नवीन
गौतम
उल्लाह
गंभीर को
और
भी
गौतम
100%
गंभीर को
लगा, बट
दोनों
उनका
को
फी ही
दोनों को
उतना
मैच
नहीं है.
फीस
दोनों
लगा,
को 100% लगा.
but
और विराट
Kohli
कोहली
ended up
close to
giving
1 crore
1.2
1
Yeah,
crores. Correct.
his match
But
fee is
but
1.07 crores.
yes,
That's
and
why
at the end
he
of the
got
day, there was
fined
a
off.
great gesture from RCB management as well. They borne the charges of the match fees. जो भी था, they did not allow Kohli के इसमें से deduct होना. They talked to BCCI and they are going to pay the amount at the end of the IPL. That is what I have read on
Maybe
the
they
internet
think
as
that
well.
he was not wrong on that case. That's why they did that.
Absolutely.
Because Kohli can get aggressive at during lot of times, so maybe they just compensated for it. So yeah,
not
just
the first
let's
time
move
we are
on.
seeing and not the last time we are seeing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's not maybe the last time we are seeing, of
And
course.
definitely not the last time against Gautam Gambhir for sure.
Yeah, definitely not the last time from both of them. So yeah, moving on. Our next topic is going to be, you know that the few matches that have been played in Lucknow, they have been low scoring. So at least let's talk about the last two, especially those matches that have been really really low scoring for Lucknow Super Giants, as well as let's combine it with one more topic that we have been discussing. So KL Rahul misses out on IPL during injury और World Cup final, World Test Championship में से भी वो अपने आप को rule out कर चुके हैं. So as we were discussing, as you both know, we were discussing कि KL राहुल का कैसे होगा, उनका रहना टीम के लिए अच्छा नहीं है, उनका नहीं रहना भी अच्छा नहीं है. तो मतलब somewhere in between we were trying to figure out what could work for the Lucknow Super Giants. But let's talk about this now. So what do you guys feel? I would like Pawan to start again.
So we'll start with KL Rahul's absence first, and then we'll move on to the totals. So I guess हम लोगों ने ये पहले भी discuss किया है, and Kannan has very rightly pointed out in our last podcast कि if he is not
He was
playing
very
for Lucknow
direct.
Super Giants, he is not playing for Lucknow Super Giants. He's getting out early. I guess Lucknow Super Giants is winning more matches. So on that note, it's not wrong that KL Rahul will sit out, but losing a captain in the middle of the tournament is not something that might go well, because in that team another captain who would be filling his shoes would be Krunal Pandya, and we have seen Krunal Pandya doing such things for Baroda, but an IPL team Krunal Pandya captaining is something I have not seen. So it will be interesting to see how he leads the team, and in his absence, last time it was Manan Vora who came in. So if Manan Vora comes in, then again he does not replace as मतलब KL Rahul का exact replacement तो नहीं है.
Absolutely
not. Any given day, but you never know. The way KL Rahul has been not been scoring tons of runs, you never know if Manan Vora is able to give that impetus to the team at the beginning overs. Is something what they had been expecting from KL Rahul, might do well for the LSG in a longer term. But again, captaincy would play a key role here, and I have not seen Krunal Pandya doing a great thing in terms of captaincy.
No, yes.
So it will be very, very interesting to see. You never know how teams' morale would go with this, because they are in the middle of the tournament at the top of the table. They are doing tremendously well. It will be very important to see how they do for the second half of the tournament from here in the absence of KL Rahul.
So one more point to add just before Kannan starts and Kannan shares his views, that Karun Nair has been named as the replacement for KL Rahul for the remainder of the season. So do you think that Karun Nair will play in the team, because both of them are Karnataka batsmen? So I guess that was the biggest reason to get Karun Nair in, and maybe it can be. But do you think he will make it to the playing 11, or he'll just sit out for the rest of the tournament?
Don't think so that he has been added to the playing 11 just because he's a Karnataka batsman. But thinking otherwise, yes, he is someone probably not a like-to-like replacement or not an apple-to-apple replacement, but he is someone who will stabilize the inning, and that is what I feel the job of KL Rahul was in this 11 as well. if you see the LSG lineup, they are full of fire powers. शुरू में काइल मेयर्स है, then they have Stoinis, they have Badoni, then they have Nicholas Puran, they have Huda. मतलब सब लोग पावर हिटर्स है, कोई भी ऐसा स्टेबल इनिंग्स शीट एंकर वाला प्लेयर नहीं है. And I feel that role is something KL Rahul के absence में Karun Nair can do a bit, but more or less I see him only warming the bench up and not making into the 11. Unless and until कुछ और ही plans सोच रहे हैं, or they are playing in a ranked turner which Ekana Stadium is at the end of the day, तो वहाँ पे उसका रोल थोड़ा important बन जाएगा because he's a good player of spin. He has scored a triple hundred in Test match cricket and he plays spin very well. तो कहीं ना कहीं उसका वो रोल वहाँ पे आ जाएगा. Talking about the other aspects, whether KL Rahul's absence is a blessing or not, so I would definitely feel his batting. His absence in the batting department is definitely a blessing in disguise for LSG. But uska captainship, his calmness is something that LSG would have wanted. क्योंकि वहाँ पे गंभीर, we already know what he's capable of doing even from the dugout. So उसका calmness कहीं ना कहीं miss हो जाएगा. And Krunal Pandya, I don't feel he's that player to lead LSG with when you had Marcus Stoinis and when you had Nicholas Puran who have already led the respective national side once. So तुम लोगों ने you should have gone towards experience and not just because of कि कोई इंडियन प्लेयर चाहिए तो इसको थमा दिया. But anyway, let's see. That is something that only time will decide. Talking of the other point you made, right, Rujula, कि what is happening with Karun Nair, the last chance, he even tweeted a tweet कि उसको एक last cricket, give me a last chance, and probably this is the last chance that Karun Nair wanted at the end of the day.
That's great. Okay, so neither of us think that Karun Nair would be making it to the playing 11.
Correct.
Even if it does, I guess Karun Nair has not been in great form for T20 cricket. I have not seen him for the last few years. He was a good one for Karnataka when he was playing, when he was in his form, when Karnataka was winning Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy back to back. But since then, Karun Nair has not been in that much form as we can see. So let's see if even if they play Karun Nair, we would like to see how he does, because it can, just as Kanan said, it can be a blessing in disguise for Karun Nair, for KL Rahul to miss out and for him to come. It can be something like he manifested this opportunity, and if he does well on this opportunity, he can actually get a good, like, stable in the team, and he can go further, and he can maybe also play for India, just like Dinesh Karthik did a couple of years ago. He became the finisher for India since he worked so hard and he focused on the game really. So maybe that's how it will work. We
But
never know.
at this moment it seems very difficult. WTC की बात करते हैं कि KL राहुल का जो एब्सेंस है वो WTC में और टेस्ट क्रिकेट में जो है इतना आसान नहीं होगा जगह बनाना करुण नायर के लिए. It's not straightforward. There is already a huge
lot of people waiting.
Crowd already. Yeah, a lot of people are there. And at this moment, you have to score tons and tons of runs in domestic cricket, else it is difficult. Even Sarfaraz Khan has been scoring many runs, he is still not getting a chance, right? So it's difficult to say the least that he would be able to make a chance. But coming back to the KL Rahul, India would dearly miss somebody in England who's been good in England. If you would see KL Rahul's record, he's been good. He has scored centuries in Lords as well.
Correct.
And his average is really good in foreign country, especially in England. So it's difficult to replace him as an opener for India. Probably Shubman Gill, who had experience in Australia, then he had been a regular fixture in domestic in the Indian subcontinent. If you would see if you see him in Bangladesh, scored runs, scored 100. In India, scored 100. And then again, to the England tour, it will be important for India to bring in somebody. For me, it would be Shubman Gill. If they go ahead with somebody, as of now, they haven't given the replacement. Time will tell. But India will definitely miss KL Rahul as an opener in England specifically, who has experience.
I feel Pan bhai वहाँ पे KL Rahul was obviously not being looked at as the opener. I feel जैसे ही Rishabh Pant was out of the team, they were looking at KL Rahul, the keeper, to bat at number 5 or 6. But now, उसके absence से I feel KS Bharat in England conditions for the first time ever in his life against, of course, James Anderson scorecard,
KL
which
Rahul
is
was never seen as a wicket keeper option because it was always KS Bharat who would having the edge over anybody else.
Correct. But if you're talking about like conditions outside of India, I would definitely have picked KL Rahul as a wicketkeeper there at number 5 or 6. He would have done that job with Shubman Gill as the opener for you because he has scored runs in England and he has showed the way to bat in England. Leave the ball outside of, leave it, and then go for the ball when it is the loose delivery. तो वो उसने क्रैक कर लिया था, but I feel that is something that we will miss rather than anything, like definitely not anything else. But the KL Rahul, the patient batsman in test match cricket, is something that we would miss.
So down the order they have brought in Ajinkya Rahane. Shreyas Iyer is not available, and they are trusting Ajinkya Rahane in his abilities. Seems like he had done well in the foreign conditions.
Yes,
Probably he would get a chance here. So he can negate the KL Rahul's absence there. And on top of the order, Shubman Gill is somebody India might.
Ajinkya has been good in England conditions if we look at his past record.
Absolutely.
So,
I still remember the 107 runs he scored against England in the Lord's Test match when India were already 39.5. वहां से आके उसने India ended up winning that match, the famous Ishan Sharma 7 wickets.
They did. I guess he also captained a match or two, Ajinkya Rahane, for India, and they won or they drew both the matches. So
England,
he has not lost as a test captain.
He did in England.
Maybe Australia or England.
No,
in
overall
career.
Overall career if we're talking about,
Yeah. So, okay, so let's move on to the next topic already. We are going to talk about Mumbai Indians who have not been in such a form as they are because they always perform in batting, then they go lower in bowling, and then अगर bowling ऊपर आ जाता है तो batting नीचे हो जाता है. So somehow they have been really inconsistent. So let's talk about how they've chased 200 plus scores in the last 2 matches. And if you talk about today, अगर आपने आज का मैच देखा होगा जो दोपहर का मैच था चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स वर्सेस मुंबई इंडियंस जो चेन्नई में खेला जा रहा था, उसमें मुंबई इंडियंस failed to defend a low score total like 140. So you can see that on one hand they are chasing 200s, but on the other hand they are not able to defend even scores lower than 150. So what is this? What is the strategy of Mumbai Indians? It's really confusing about what they are doing, but clearly we can just see that they are not so good at defending as they are good at chasing. So when they defend, they are mostly at the losing side. So what do you say? Karan, you go first.
Absolutely. So this is the same thing that we have been talking for the past 2 weekends. I feel that death bowling is terribly bad. They don't have enough bowlers, and they're not even choosing the right bowlers for the right conditions. Somewhere I feel. आज के भी match में it was a slow rank turner which was given in Chennai and Chepauk. What do you expect?
Stubbs was bowling today. Stubbs was bowling.
Yeah,
and
so
he got wickets.
that was a forceful change that they had to do because they did not have enough options. Piyush Chawla bowled all his 4 overs inside the 11 overs. Then they had the young Raghav who was making his debut. He will need some time. Then they did not have enough options. They had to go with Tristan Stubbs, which I feel ठीक है यार, wicket मिल गया because that was a very loose shot from Raidu. And Raidu
also, it was a new bowler, so nobody knows how he will bowl or which areas he chooses.
That is still fine for the caliber of Raidu, but I feel Raidu was terribly out of touch. Otherwise, he would have reverse scooped him over third man for a 6.
Yes, I guess he became overconfident there.
Yeah, so because that is talking about again what is going wrong for them in today's match. It was definitely their batting I felt rather than their bowling, because it was definitely not a 140 wicket. It was close to somewhere a 160 170 wicket where their batters should have shown some applications to stay at the crease to at least play some time out. We saw that from Nehal Vadera. If someone like a Nehal
did good.
Correct. If someone like a Nehal Vadera can score a 60-65 odd runs on that wicket, I definitely expected Rohit Sharma, who's a terrific player of spin, to give his best. And if you see that, like, people say it just for the sake of fun, कि एक था जो विकेट के पीछे से गेम बदल देता था. and that is what exactly MS Dhoni did even today. He came up to the stumps for Deepak Char with the helmet on,
Yep.
and that somehow tempted Rohit Sharma to play a scoop shot, and that resulted in a wicket. So that is how important a good leader, a good thinking captain is at the end of the day. तो वही रोहित शर्मा को भी थोड़े उसके बुक से कुछ ट्रिक्स चुराने चाहिए. Play an additional spinner when you are playing away from home, especially in Chennai, in Hyderabad. These two wickets are turning wickets. वहाँ पे खिलाओ. Ekana Stadium में भी if you go there, you play a spinner there. And talking about the two brilliant 200 that they chased down, absolutely brilliant. That is what they can do on any given day, if there is a batting wicket for sure, because Mohali was also a batting paradise, and again at the end of the day, if you're talking about Wankhede, it has always been a batting paradise. So chasing exactly what Punjab scored in Wankhede when Punjab traveled to Mumbai, they scored exactly 230 and they needed 214 to win. And exactly they scored the exact amount in Mohali. So that is some payback with interest to the Punjab team.
Yes.
So
Pawan,
I'll try to add. I guess a lot of negatives. I guess we have spoken about Mumbai. I would try to focus only on positives. So the biggest positive for Mumbai in all these 200 plus chases was the Surya Kumar Yadav's back in
Absolutely.
form, which was the biggest positive, I would say, for not for Mumbai Indians, for the Indian cricket as well. So it is something that we had been missing, him playing the kind of shots he plays and some outrageous shots he would play. And the same thing we saw when he was playing in Mohali. Some rubbish shot he would play and you would say, oh, how did he play? Somebody was setting a field in off and he was playing in leg. And I guess he did the same with the Nathan Ellis that other day. So for me, biggest positive is that one individual, which is something can take the game away from, and all those two innings he played were the most impactful innings you would see in this tournament. He just comes, they play some 23, 24 ball 50, and then he leaves very minimal run in the end to get them over the line. So there comes the Tim David, there comes the Tilak Verma. And Tim David again, the way he smashed 3 sixes to the Jason Holder, like we have seen Braithwaite smashing Ben Stokes 4 sixes in the 2016 T20 World Cup final. थोड़ा सा वो याद पूरा हो गया, मतलब रिंकू सिंह ने भी
remember the name.
I just remember the name, जैसे Ian Bishop ने बोला था commentary box में. But Tim David is again a great positive. He is somebody who was not getting those many balls in the middle. He won Mumbai against Delhi, जो उनका पहला जीत था. And then again here we are seeing the kind of runs that individual can score on a given day. तो उसका जो potential है, जो कायरन पोलार्ड का कमी मुंबई को खल रहा था इतने दिन से, तो कहीं ना कहीं वो थोड़ा सा इनको देखने मिला. So I was more happy about Surya Kumar Yadav, more happy about Tim David in Mumbai Indians. I know there are so many painful things in this team. कई सारी चीजें हैं जो मतलब bowling unit काफी हिला हुआ है. बैटिंग में रोहित शर्मा जो है कंटिन्यूसली रन स्कोर नहीं कर रहे हैं. Another flop season we are seeing from him. We haven't seen a 400 plus season from Rohit Sharma in ages. And I'm repeating myself again and again. This is where again today he came at number 3, not the opening. He tried some few things here and there. But that's again a biggest letdown for them. At the top of the order, if Rohit Sharma plays, it seems like this energy channelizes from there till the last. They are a great batting unit. They can any given day put 170, 180 plus and chase down 200 plus. That the way we are saying. So nothing wrong. Hope they continue doing the same. But in terms of positives, Surya Kumar Yadav, Tim David are the two positives I would like to take from this week and Mumbai's two biggest win in the tournament so far.
So first of all, Nehal Vadera's 50 was his first 50 in the Indian Premier League.
Yep.
So congratulations
Again,
to him for
positive.
that. He was the most positive point from today, if something Mumbai Indians take it. And out of context, Pawan looks like Rohit Sharma today, if you notice.
Exactly.
So, he does with that cap. Reversed. So,
he just needs to have a vada pav in his hand.
and the Mumbai Indians jersey.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
just
So
go.
our final point of discussion for today would be how Gujarat Titans has been winning matches and how they are keeping themselves at the top of the table. So it's never been difficult for the Gujarat Titans, if you say, because they started last year, just last year, and they've been on that driving seat since then. So they've never looked back. And talking about this season, out of the 10 matches they've played, they've won 7 and they've lost only 3. So they are the only team to do so. And there is something about Gujarat Titans, no matter what players they play, no matter what combinations they try or what changes they make, it always works out for them. So, what do you think is the main thing that is driving them to success? Because sometimes teams try so many things, but nothing works out for them. But Gujarat Titans, they try so many things, but everything works out for them. So, is that maybe psychologically something that Gujarat Titans have because they won the very first IPL in their very first season? So maybe they are still having that confidence at the back of their mind that we are a winning side and we can do whatever we want. We have a young captain and we can perform like well wherever we go with whatever players we take. So what are your views on that?
I feel it is something to do with their management for sure. पहले हम बोलते थे कि कोई भी प्लेयर आरसीबी से निकल जाता है फिर वो अच्छा प्लेयर बन जाता है. It is not just the players, I feel it is also with the coaches, because these two coaches that we see, Ashish Nehra and Gary Custon, both were with RCB and both weren't able to do their best with RCB, and वहाँ पे जाके they have become champions. So it's true at the end of the day. So
Yep.
I feel वहाँ का management, I have heard one of the podcast of Gujarat Titans, Hardik Pandya stating that we want to build a management just like CSK, where they want to make everyone feel like their family. So that is the formula that is working for them. I feel कि कहीं ना कहीं players को वो backing मिल रहा है, कहीं ना कहीं वो support मिल रहा है, वो emotional touch मिल रहा है players को, because we don't see in any other team कोई भी आके कभी भी मैच जिता देगा. Sometimes Vijay Shankar does it, sometimes Rahul Tewatia does it, sometimes David Miller does it, and sometimes the captain himself, he delivers. And it goes without saying, Shubman Gill is the main consistent man, but उसके आसपास भी पूरा team खेलती है. And even in the last match you see, they saw the young Afghan wrist spinners, Rashid Khan and Noor Ahmed. They turned the game completely. And Rajasthan Royals, one of the good batting teams, they were completely clueless, they were completely approachless कि कैसे approach करे इस situation को, जब Rashid Khan was bowling at the top of his run up और वहां से नूर अहमद आया, उसने पूरे clean bowled कर दिया लोगों को. So they picked the right players as well. Joshua Little, who is known as a opening bowler in Ireland, उसको middle orders में bowling करवाने लगा रहा है. So that is something that I was not expecting specifically. I was expecting Joshua Little to take the new ball along with Mohammad Shami, but उन्होंने वैसा नहीं करा है. उन्होंने उसको middle order over में दिया, and he ended up picking wicket of Sanju Samson, who was looking very dangerous yesterday. So कहीं ना कहीं they are using their players very well. The only team I felt so far was using their players very well was Chennai Super Kings, but I feel कहीं ना कहीं Gujarat Titans is the other team, very very close and very neck and with Chennai Super Kings, to be using their players very very wisely. And somewhere down the field, I have a gut feel that it would be a GT versus CSK final. That the opening match could very well be the final match as well. Let's see.
Happens sometimes.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes for them. But I definitely feel it is something to do with, to answer your question, it is something to do with their management rather than the players.
Yeah. I guess you've said that multiple times.
It's the history says in itself. That's you see Chennai Super King players growing in the stature year on year. So even this year, if you would see, there was no great bowling unit they had. They will still be able to put a great bowling unit with just very young kids there.
Today specifically,
20
they were very
22
good.
years old, right?
Absolutely.
So it's the team environment just speaks about
would
it.
have thought Pawan bhai ki Tushar Deshpande after that first match will be the purple cap holder at the end of the day. Correct.
Ravi Rana का confidence देखो, he comes and put those hard Yorkers, man. It's very difficult. So it's an environment that elevates your confidence within yourself. कि यार, you just give me a chance, I'll go and still play. And they do not worry about the failure. So fear of failure is not there. So this is something good team management does. They completely take it away from those individuals and make them feel like a family. And as a team, we will win. So everyone is a part of it. Even there are substitutes, individuals, those who are in the playing 15, not in the playing 11, they'll still feel yes, we are still part of the team. So a family जब create हो जाता है, and Gary Custon का history है, he has been a brilliant individual throughout his career. He won India 2011 World Cup, and Ashish Nehra is somebody is a very down to earth individual. He just keep talking to the individual to the best of their ability. उनको देखोगे आप तो हमेशा fence पे रहते हैं, वो घूमते रहेंगे. जब भी bowling करते हैं ना, तो he is not somebody जो कि will sit and relax and just think and do some manipulations from there. He'll just sit and talk to every individual. जो भी फेंस पे रहते हैं. This is the kind of environment he creates. Everyone feels like कि अच्छा यार हमारा कोच हमारे प्लेयर जैसा ही है कि बिल्कुल डाउन टू अर्थ है and easy to talk to. So when such camaraderie you build, मतलब it elevates मतलब youngsters confidence, and that's what we see in somebody very young, Noor Ahmed coming. मतलब जहाँ पे राशिद खान जैसा बहुत बड़ा प्लेयर है जिसने दुनिया को बहुत कुछ दिया हुआ है, still he is coming and he is still delivering better than him. अगर आप कोलकाता नाइट राइडर्स वाला मैच देखोगे जहां पर रहमान गुरबाज ने जो है बहुत पिटाई करी राशिद खान की, in that match 4 over 0 made in 54 runs he gave away and he did not take single wicket. And in that match on the other side नूर अहमद को आप देखोगे तो 4 ओवर शायद 23 रन और 2 विकेट ही टुक.
2 wickets, correct.
and उसमें से एक विकेट जो था वो गुरबाज का ही था, जिन्होंने राशिद खान को बहुत पीटा था.
अफगानिस्तान कॉम्बो वहां पे
Noor Ahmed combo पूरा बन गया. हाँ,
and Rashid Khan hitting the catch to Rashid Khan. Yes, absolutely.
हाँ, so you see that confidence in youngsters like Noor Ahmed आके वो deliver कर रहे हैं, and then the very next match you see Rashid Khan taking 3 wickets against Rajasthan Royals, and this guy again took wickets. So वो individuals entire team का जो environment है वो elevate करता है. And when you say कि Gujarat Titans on course of another title, I would put my bet onto Gujarat Titans any given day. It's a great team environment. I guess every individual is settled enough in that environment because last year's win and not many chop and changes they have done in their entire squad. Correct. Just few players here and there. मतलब थोड़े dots से उनको connect किया है बस. Kane Williamson would have been a great addition, but unfortunately we could not have him. Still we have seen players like Vijay Shankar striking ball in 16 to 20 overs at 250. It's something nobody believed, and he is the highest strike rate individual as of today, जो कि 16 से 20 ओवर में सबसे ज्यादा रन मारा है. मतलब रन नहीं, strike rate.
The three-dimensional player.
Three-dimensional players.
Vijay Shankar was not even there like for the past 2 years. He was not even there in the cricket scene because he's never been a consistent player. He's always like he has played well in the domestic circuit, but he has never delivered in the international circuit. So he's not that trustable of a player. But I guess yes, just like Kannan says, that great management, because they have trusted in him, they actually believe in him that he can do it, and maybe that's what's paved the way for him to do well for Gujarat Titans especially.
They even had the option of leaving him aside in this year. Last year usko pick kiya tha. He did not have even a single match winning performance, and they had the option of leaving, but unhone usko trust kiya.
Trusting the players.
Correct. They trusted him, and he responded back. He responded back with losing a bit of weight. He was, as Hardik Pandya mentioned, he's a fitter Vijay Shankar now, and he's delivering for his team.
And one more important thing, these guys are winning away also. They are just not winning at home.
They have not
somehow
lost
they lost against DC.
Game.
They are just lost at home against DC. That was a very game that they would love to forget. But absolutely, apart from that, they are winning everywhere, and they have
100% away winning record, Pawan by just for the trivial hours.
Okay,
so that's what Gujarat Titans for you.
Yes, that's Gujarat Titans for you, and that's IPL for you. So if you both give me the permission, we can end today's podcast here. And as we have ran out of topics today, and of course we will be back tomorrow, as Saturday Sunday हमारे दिन है, हम लोग हर weekend पे आ रहे हैं, and हर weekend पे discuss कर रहे हैं कुछ नया, whatever is happening around the week. So yes, so shall we conclude today's podcast here, Pawan and Kannan?
Yes, absolutely, we should.
Yeah,
we should.
Yes.
It was an entertaining
and fantastic
week.
session.
Yes, yes. Just
Yes,
like
another
the
productive
every week,
session.
हर एक मैच लास्ट ओवर तक गया, वैसे हर एक कॉन्वर्सेशन went to the wire for us as well, and we
Yes,
covered
beyond the time.
the thick and bones of it.
Yes, so that was lovely. That was a lovely session, and we will be back tomorrow as well. So let's say bye from here, and yeah, we will definitely will be back tomorrow with another
Keep
podcast.
like,
So
keep
yes,
subscribing, keep commenting, and keep showering your love like this, so that we keep coming up with the great topics again and
yes,
again at
definitely.
your doorsteps.
So it's a bye from Cricket from the Stands with Rujula, Pavan, and Kanan. Yeah, we will see you tomorrow. Bye bye, guys. Bye.
Adios. Bye.